So, when last we left our adventurers, after returning back from the hunt for Saladin, with their search having proven fruitless, our dear adventurers returned to town and went about their business. The following day, they were made aware of an impending attack from Druids, as they sent forth a bloody messenger. Our dear ally Lautrec, the local dwarf patriarch, his hands ripped from his body and a cruel warning carved upon his spine. As he staggered back, our dear adventurers formed up and set to prepare for a mission into Druid lands. As conflict ensued, our heroes aimed to find this killer and possibly save Lautrec's sons still in his capture. When last we left, our group of adventurers were approaching a large ruined tower set among the bustling growth that has taken over the Mossflower district of Bleakstone. A very large tower with seemingly supported by a long, spindly tree clinging to its side, with many warnings about the sides of it and an odd aura about it, as though there's a great threat inside. So, my dear adventurers, what would you like to do?
So, the last thing we confirmed before at ending last session was there's no one on top.
Well, I didn't say that.
Well, I sent my Echo up very top
we
to
were debating
scout
that,
out.
Yeah, we did not do that. I'm sorry, I'm going to rule that you cannot do that with your Echo.
I mean,
You may not send your Echo 1,000 feet into the sky.
whatever.
Thank
So, how do we want to go about this?
Well, I'm a pretty good climber. I could always look for a way to climb up.
How smooth is the building?
It's a relatively rough-looking building. It has seen better days. It doesn't look like it's been maintained for a good few years now, and a lot of ivy and stuff clinging to the walls.
Yeah, you could probably get up there with some decent checks.
In that case, could I then do a perception check to try to plot a course up there real quick so that I could have an advantage on an acrobatics check to actually climb?
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check if you want to.
So, how tall is the tower? How tall? How tall is the tower?
Fairly tall. It's about
1,001 feet.
But it's not small.
it's not a small tower. No. It's about, I'd say, 80, probably about 100 feet tall or so.
So, like, reaching towards, like, the treetops, sort of.
Yeah, it's a good bit above the treetops. Like, trees are about halfway up on it.
So, is it just surrounded by trees, or is there like a small field
Clearing.
opening? Is there
It
clearing?
is deep into woods.
But there's no just small clearing around it, like they cleared out some land.
No.
We are druids. Alright, so are we at the tower or are we approaching it?
Still approaching it, I'd say.
I can scout it out.
Yeah, we were a little off. Rallis is not stealthy. So, I would like to have someone at least go scout out first.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 16 total on that perception check.
Yes, so, sorry about that. I'll say that, yeah, you do see that a nice route where if you were to climb along the side of it, you could probably get up a good bit.
Also, did we actually ever, like, scan the area to make sure there weren't any traps or anything?
No.
We can now.
Well, I'm going to do that.
Thank God
And
you
just
said
scan
something.
for any traps, ambushes, or anything of that kind. Well, that's a pretty good one. There's there. That's a 19. 19, looking for any traps, ambushes, things like that.
19. Let me double check. No, you don't see any traps.
So I'll just sort of look over at you all. From what I can see, the way looks clear.
I can summon a familiar to scout out the area if that would be what we'd want to do.
Doesn't that take an hour?
Yes, that's if we're approaching, I don't know.
Let's resolve Caleb's possible climb first.
We'll let Caleb try it first then.
Alright, acrobatics check. I've got proficiency, expertise, and a literal 5 on it, so... Hey, this can't be bad, right? 13 plus 16, and then another... So a 19 total.
Well, you start to climb up. What's your AC real quick?
On a 19! Okay.
You
You
are indeed climbing up.
You aren't hidden.
I
Anyway,
just need to know your AC real quick.
17.
17, you say?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There's somebody either going to shoot me or I slip.
No, it's fine.
So, with a modified 21, as you do very deftly begin to climb your way up the ivy-covered tower, you see the leaves begin to move a good bit, wrapping around your hands and slicing into them a good bit. Unfortunately, as the thorny vines cover your hands, you do take 8 piercing damage. And I need you to make me a dex save.
Well, at least that has a 5 on it.
Also, can I ask, before I had that fire wine some time ago, is that worn off? Because it was the wine that gave resistance to fire that Rallis's commander had given me.
That was a day or two ago.
Was that a day ago?
I think that was the day before.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was still
How long did it last?
It was 8 hours.
Then it'd be gone.
I just wanted to make sure before I deleted it.
Modified 24.
Did we level up last time?
Modified 24?
I think we should still be at level 7.
Yeah, you do manage to keep your hold on the wall. But you do see that the vines above you are bristling a good bit. So would you like to continue upwards or head back down?
No. We'll go ahead and get the fuck back down.
Do they look alive?
They are in fact vines.
They are in fact vines.
I mean,
which
like,
do conduct
if they have a
photosynthesis and
I will get out of this chair. Do they look like they have a consciousness, like it's a creature of some sort?
they do seem to be moving around on their own.
I really need to start using my Arcana
Only
skill
we had
more.
a druid in our party.
Rallis is actually turning towards you. I turned as you were starting your snarky thing. Druid, What is that?
What would I roll, DM?
That'd be nature?
Probably nature.
Nature or Arcana?
Yeah.
Whichever you think would apply best.
Well, he's druid, so Arcana. Because as we all know, nature is the one stat
They
that's
are
worthless.
magical plants.
Excuse, but
And they
they're
actually
both
use the both
intelligent for
stab.
some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
No, that one don't make much sense. Where's my
And medicine's
metal D20?
wisdom.
I have lived in the woods for 45
Any
years.
of y'all got my
I'm
metal
very,
D20?
No.
Oh,
I'm very
okay.
knowledgeable about all the plants here. Proceeds
yeah.
to rub a poison ivy on face. I'm not very intelligent though.
Not that 20.
Not bad.
As you look up at the ivy, you do see that it is indeed ivy.
Alright, alright.
Normal, mundane-looking ivy, as far as you can
Alright.
tell.
Shoot,
I
what
mean,
did
if-
that staff I have? What ability did that give me?
It can
Became a
turn into a
tree.
tree.
It does other things.
Yes, it lets you... Let me double check that real quick.
I'm trying to look in my notes because I
You-
have 3 pages of notes.
I could use a 4th level spell to kill the
Let's
vines.
not.
I don't
Let's
think-
not.
I can make it wither. Because I have blight.
Oh yeah. Okay. Awaken once per 3 days. What does awaken do?
That's where it becomes a tree, correct?
Awaken,
I think
you
it
can
lets
target
you-
it. You can target a plant and grant it sentience.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't it anything. Any.
A tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While they're figuring this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a nice secluded area to transfer my consciousness into an echo and go around the perimeter and see if I can find anything of value.
Sure thing.
I'm just going to roll an investigation check if you'd like that, and we can just see if there's anything of note.
Yeah, sure.
I cannot see what the fuck that is.
Alchemist is
Not
the worst
great.
class you could ever do, or subclass with Artificer. Alright. And we've decided we do want to scale the tower, like there's not a
that's
door.
That's an 8.
As you scale around the perimeter, you see a good few signs of there having been camps around outside, sort of small fires that have been started to cook food and such, and you do see a door with many heavy blood trails sort of trailing out of it.
That's a good sign.
Is it directly out and just away from the building, as if someone's running away, or as if they're being dragged?
It looks as
Might
though...
roll survival.
I'd say roll survival for that, yeah.
To tell the blood smears.
Much better than my 8. What's my survival? 22.
22, you say?
Yeah.
That you can kind of tell that there seem to go kind of both ways. You see one pole that is sort of going away from it as though something were fleeing very quickly, and there are also some that are going in that seem to be more of drag marks.
Lotrick is Linda's husband, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that one is his, and the other ones are more of their family. I guess as I find that, I'm going to just return to my body and let my echo dissolve and relay the information about the, I'm hoping, back door.
Yes.
I assume the side we're on
Is
doesn't
there a
have
door on our
anything.
side?
No, you guys have approached the tower from the back.
Okay, so I'll just stand back up. I found a door.
Alright, so do we still want to scale the building then, or do we want to go in?
I could burn away the vine. If Caleb would like to try without climbing the vine.
That'd be nice.
If we're determined to climb it, I don't think we'd have to burn the vine. But
I don't think that would be a great idea right now.
do we want to consider going inside the building, or going from inside?
We can look at it and see if there's any traps or anything.
We need to find the prisoners first and guarantee their safety. After that, then we can do whatever is needed.
Is there a window higher up or an entrance higher up?
You do see some windows higher up, but they seem very covered up in the ivy that's sort of writhing around.
How high up? How high up? I want to know if we can figure something out. Like if it's well above the trees, probably not worth doing anything. But
From high enough up, you can kind of see they seem to be like on the 3rd floor or so.
are the trees above it or below it?
The trees are like on par with it. Like the very top of the trees are
Okay.
a good bit around it.
Hey, Caleb. Think you might be able to spy in that window if I give your hand up into this tree?
Bet. Let's do it.
Cool. I'm gonna lift him up. The hold hands down and throw him up as he runs and
Oh
jumps.
yeah.
Advantage.
So this is an
Well-
acrobatics check, or
Oh,
do I
yes.
need to do any check?
Essentially, I'm giving you the 8 action
Oh yeah.
Okay.
to climb a tree.
Yeah. Acrobatics with advantage.
Didn't
Was-
one of you have a super jump?
Oh, thank you, God.
He does.
Yeah, that
Yeah, he
first
has
one
a-
was a
he has a
fucking
spell.
1.
Oof.
Okay, so this is an acrobatics check, you said?
Uh huh.
Oh, that's well over 20, but let's see how over 20. 2. And then 5. 28.
28, you say.
Watch it roll a fucking 29.
Gotta get down to my current notes. I scrolled up to see the staff.
Also, while he's doing that, guys, did you know there's a bunch of cool shit that I can do as an artificer, and I have not done it once?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
As an artificer, I can see there are options.
Yeah, Neon's
See, the
decided
worst
to-
part is that being a rogue multiclass is like the better option, I think, for artificer, just because rogue can just about multiclass into anything thanks to the expertise thing.
Yeah, rogues are so much fun.
It's almost like everything a rogue does is like level 3.
Yeah. Level 3, 5, and 7. After that, rogues kind of peter off till 20.
It depends on your
So-
subclass.
I know assassin can legitimately at 20 just you are deleted, you are deleted, you are deleted.
And then they get deleted because they have no hit points.
Yep.
Dies of 1d4 staring damage.
Yeah. Huh.
Anyway, DM.
Anywho, so yeah, as you sort of climb up along the trees with a good bit of help from your friend here, you do get to about on the same level as where the window is. Though it's partially covered by foliage, you can kind of see a few of the figures inside. They seem to be quite tall fellows with very long, gangly limbs, and you notice that they have weapons nearby. They seem to be, you see one leaning on a spear, the other one seems to be polishing the nice broad, polished wood shield. Yeah, these seem like some very tall, almost mercenary types, oddly enough.
Okay, let's take a head count. How many of them are in the room?
You see 4.
4 of them, okay. Do I know exactly what they are? Or do I need to make a check?
You can roll me a...
I guess that'd be perception?
They're very furry.
I'd say roll me a history check.
So these tall, furry, nature-loving people.
I never said they were furry.
He did.
Oh, that's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you got no clue. They just seem like very tall individuals with very long, gangly limbs.
What do you see up there?
Anyways.
Are you still up there? You might want to come down before you, speak loudly.
Yeah.
Let me yell down to you.
Oh, there's a couple of them, guys!
Shouts through
Would they
window.
be able to see if I were to put up, fingers?
I'd say at this point you're 30 feet in the air. Probably be a bit difficult for them to see.
Right, so we'll go ahead and climb down a little bit to a point where they can actually, see my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing down the tree.
Yeah.
You could also just, tap on the tree, knock.
I could do that, but that makes noise, doesn't it?
Those damn woodpeckers again.
How many acorns are in the tree? Nah. So you're climbing down?
Yeah. Alright, so as we climb down, would they be in earshot by the... Am I climbing all the way down? Because, yeah, whatever, I'll just climb all the way down.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I could just...
You got rope?
As a... No, I don't, actually.
Don't you have a starting kit?
Yes, but I think I used said rope.
Pretty sure we took it back.
Did we?
Because you used the rope at the one facility. I'm pretty sure we grabbed it.
Oh, you might be right.
I think it's fair to say one of us grabbed it.
I'd like to say it'd be fair to think that we wouldn't send him up a tree without a rope.
I mean, I do have an explorer's pack. There should be like 50 feet of rope in that.
I mean, to be fair, he, like, very much just threw me up there.
Yeah.
I think you could do it again.
I can throw rope up to you.
That's fair enough. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'll just throw up the 50 feet of rope I have.
Yeet. Anyways, so 4 guys in there, and they're very heavily armed.
What they look like?
Very tall, very gangly creatures. Did I catch in particular what they're like? I don't know what they like look like they're made out of. Are they made of like flesh? Are they enchanted plants or some shit?
As far as you could tell, they seemed to be living. They had sort of grayish-brown skin and very bright red hair.
Grayish-brown skin, bright red hair.
Based off of that, can I make a check to see if I can figure out what they were?
With advantage, even.
Yeah, this is why I
I was about to
asked.
say, could I?
I was a natural 20, do you?
Oh, goddamn.
Sorry, not good enough. No. But, yeah, from that description, you get the idea that these are probably very big. Race of giants who served as sort of foot soldiers in the giant armies. They weren't the biggest ones, the tallest ones being about 8 feet tall, sort of rather small giants, ironically enough, but...
oh, wait, wasn't the arm ripper guy that race?
Yeah.
No, he was an ogre.
Ah.
Yeah, Rug the Rock.
So, I guess as you are describing them, you'll just see all the light on Rallis just start to slowly shift colors into a very, very disconcerting red. Just a crimson color.
But if we are determined to climb the tower, I think I can make it easier for us.
Half expecting him to just like blow out steam like Looney Tunes.
No, it'd be smoke. He's not that nature friendly. It's smoke.
Those guys make me 1940s
As a-
work whistle angry.
As a matter of fact, he's coal powered.
I'd believe it. No, hate burns, but it burns black. At this moment, Big pulls out some marshmallows and
I am a mechanism fueled by hatred.
I feel like at this
Also
moment
cold.
you need to walk up, see that. From what you've seen of Rallis, the way that happens is almost unnatural.
Well, do we wish to go through the front entrance, or do we wish to climb up?
Rallis turns over. I'm going through the front. How would you like to kill some people?
oh lord. Aren't we here to recover prisoners as our primary objective? We need to ensure
Well,
safety
they can't-
before we get vengeance.
Well, they can't hurt the prisoners if they're dead.
If they see us coming, they're not likely to take them hostage.
I think the two of us can keep them preoccupied while you all take a higher approach.
Fair enough. It's safe to say the prisoners would probably be near the upper floors.
So you all climb up and approach from about halfway, start heading up, and we'll work from the bottom up.
Fair enough.
Fine by me.
Would casting animate on the ivy, would that be possible with the staff?
Probably not.
I just want to assume this Ivy is doing what Coruscant does at the end of the first episode.
I'm gonna try to interact with it, see if I can do anything. If not, I mean, there's the brute force method.
How are you interacting with the ivy?
Do you have Speak with Plant?
That is a 3rd level spell. If I hadn't taken 2 levels in Artificer, I would.
Why is that a 3rd level spell?
It wasn't before.
It shouldn't be.
It should be a 1st level spell.
It should, I'd say 2nd level?
I have a quick question about Artificer, specifically the thing where they infuse some random innate object with magical power.
Yes.
The one that makes noise, does that start the moment I infuse it, or do I actually have a means to activate it whenever I want to?
It can be activated anytime.
I think you have.
I'd say so,
I think
yeah.
you do an Let's see.
You
You're
can't
talking about
activate
the
it, like, with your mind, but
Are you talking
can
about the like
interact with it.
the tinker thing? Where you make
Magical
us-
tinkering, yes.
Yes. What's the creation time on that?
Instantaneous.
Instantaneous, I think, yes.
Okay.
You then... Okay, yeah, I got you.
And it
so
can
to
be
use this
up to a
ability, you must
shout.
have thieves' tools or artisan tools in hand. You then touch a tiny non-magical object. Okay, while
Give
I'm
it
down
an
here, real quick, I'm gonna grab, like, a pebble.
Alright.
And we won't infuse it just yet, because I don't want it to activate, like, immediately.
But I'm gonna walk up and touch the ivy, just like with a finger, see if I can feel anything, I guess. I don't know how to do this. Just try to vibe with it. Let's see what we can do.
It feels like ivy, alright.
Alright, and it's not striking me yet?
No.
No, it's just literally poisoning you. It was actual poison ivy.
Alright, I'm gonna try a whole hand against it.
Still nothing.
Alright.
I'm gonna try not a druid against it.
I'm gonna see.
Poke it with
like,
your artificer.
At what point? At what point does it attack? So I guess I'll see if I can try to climb.
The instant you try to climb up onto the wall, I need you to make me a dex save.
Okay.
You could at least take the planet on a date first.
I'm trying to druid. I don't know how to druid, but I'm trying. Let's see. 14 plus my dex isn't bad. 16.
Unfortunately... Oh, actually, I need to roll first. Sorry.
Thanks for the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, unfortunately, with a 17... Sadly, as you try to grip on, you also feel Divine sort of grip and wrap around, sort of slice into your palms. And unfortunately, they do about 9 piercing damage as they just very quickly wrap you around and dig their thorns into your hands.
Okay.
So is he being grabbed by the vines? Like, are they like trying to hold on? Are the vines like trapping him onto the wall?
Not trapping him onto
Just
the
sort
wall.
of like slicing him as he's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Speak with Plants was not always a 3rd level spell, I don't think. But let's see. But there's no like energy or anything I can feel like. Is someone controlling them, or would I be able to tell?
You probably wouldn't be able to tell. Unfortunately.
Which pack did you get? Which pack do you have?
Explorers, I think?
What about you?
Hold on.
I'm seeing if anyone has any pittons.
Whoa.
Pittons. Yeah, you know, like rock climbing equipment.
Dungeoneers.
Also,
Dungeoneers. Does that have it?
Maybe?
Yep. You have pittons on you.
Okay.
So, do we want to give those to them so they can use that and rope instead of ivy that's going to kill them?
I'm a little offended.
I mean,
that
they
I
can
can't
just
interact
climb the
with this.
tree. We have the rope on the tree.
Yeah, but that won't get them all the way to the roof. They'll get them to the
We're wanting
window.
them to get halfway through, and we're starting at the bottom and basically moving up at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just do that. I was fine kicking in that door.
real quick. So when I actually like make my arcane armor, does it have to be heavy armor? If I'm an armorer?
I don't think so. I think it can
Could I
be
like?
any armor.
Could I turn my studded leather into armor too, or into that arcane armor as well?
You're imbuing, like a magical effect into it. So,
Audience, if
I
you're
don't
wondering,
think it matters.
if you're wondering why I'm asking this question, and you may have already figured it out that I haven't done this feature yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
What level
it's-
artificer are you?
4. I would like to get it to 5 so I can get an extra attack because I think I get one on level
Yeah.
5.
So what it is
That way I can
you
double
can make
shot.
any armor you're wearing into the magical armor,
Okay.
and if it has any strength requirements, you can ignore it. You can use it as your spellcasting focus. It attaches, can't be removed against your will. And it also expands to cover your entire body, although you can retract or deploy the helmet as a bonus action. The armor replaces any missing limbs functioning identically. And you can doff or don the armor as an action instead of the normal, like, a minute, I think.
Neat.
And it continues to be arcane until you don another suit of armor or you die.
Okay, cool.
Next level, I get 2 third level spell
Don't
slots.
worry, audience. We are rectifying all my mistakes.
So do you guys want to climb the tree while we go into
Yes.
the door?
I figured that was the plan. Alright, so any checks that I have to redo to climb again?
I mean, you're using a rope.
No, you
Oh, fair enough.
You can just climb up this time.
Right then, so are we like breaking this off into like 2 groups here?
Yeah.
Yep. Me and
Rallis.
Rallis are going in the front door. Who do we want to start with?
We'll go with front door people first. So yeah, as our dear adventurers Vane and Rallis walk in through the doors, they see a bit of a hallway leading to the other side of the tower and to the stairs within. And upon the walls here, you see a lot of trophies sort of hung up from. You see everything from dripping deer carcasses just sort of strung up along the wall to be prepared to cook into meats. The flayed hides of different animals sort of like pinned up on the wall as decorations. And sort of towards the other side of the hallway, you see the corpse of a man strung up. As you look at him, you kind of recognize the black robes of a necromancer that you've seen earlier. And he's just sort of pinned up on the wall in a bit of a T-pose with his hands and feet having been sliced off.
Okay.
Okay.
So, does only he recognize him, or do I as well?
I think we
I'd
just
say you-
recognize the robes.
Yeah, you just recognize the robes.
Okay. So it's not any necromancer we've actually come in contact. Just
No.
it's a generic Oblivion NPC. I'd say Skyrim, but he has his knees intact.
I get it.
So it's just like the carcasses and stuff, and then it's just like a staircase leading up.
Uh-huh.
I just realized I have this.
He can speak with leaves.
Speech of beast and leaf. You have the ability to communicate with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though they don't have to listen to them. To you, you have advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
But we're not going back.
Nope. Fuck you.
Okay, I might try to. I might try it.
Vane,
Yes.
what are the odds you think that necromancer might have a scroll on him?
Not much I know about necromancy, but it's possible.
Okay.
If he has one, I can probably attempt to read it.
So you want to investigate him? How high up is he?
Not too high up. He's like just up against the wall, sort of like a poster.
Okay. Let's just go see if he has any magic spells or anything on him.
Okay.
I'm guessing there isn't, but
And that would be investigation, I think.
you might have a better investigation check than me. If you have more than +3, I'll just give you advantage.
+4.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that. I doubt it'll have anything, but if there's a scroll of like false life or whatever.
That's an 18.
An 18. As you sort of investigate the necromancer's body, you don't see much. He has like a little bit of loose change on him. Has some few like finger bones in one of his pockets, presumably as like spell components and stuff like that. You just see that there's oddly enough, even though there's not blood anywhere except for like his upper arms and lower legs, he seems to have like a strange blood splotch around on his chest area.
Is it like a symbol or something?
It's just like blood pools sort of like soaking through the robes,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
So
Okay.
nothing of value.
You can pull back the
Can-
robes.
Yeah, can I see try and see what caused that wound?
You can certainly try, yeah.
Just medicine?
You're like removing the robes to kind of like get a look at it, or?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. You can. I'd say medicine check, yeah.
And Rallis, would you like to aid me?
Yeah.
I forgot to look at it. 11, 18, okay. Blah, 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 blah. That's a 19.
19? As you like investigate the Chester area, you kind of see what looks like writing in the language of giants, as you can kind of remember, very runic writings. And looking at the wounds themselves, they seem odd, as though it was just something being pressed in over and over again. From what we can tell, it seems as though a very large sword was used to make them, just sort of like very crude etchings.
Ralis.
What does it say? I have giant.
Yep, that's why I was going to ask.
Yeah, as you look over it, it seems to say, well, it just says, recipe, hands, feet, herbs and spices, cook, thank the gods, eat.
Oh, good. We found the Granny Smith recipe.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Well, I say we keep heading up.
Yep. Just continue on.
And Ralis, I assume you're taking front.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. I'll even pull up my sleeve and extend my shield for that extra +2.
Okay. And I'll just sort of take up formation, just like a hand on your shoulder, with one of my hands sticking over the side with like an Eldritch Blast readying.
Yeah,
Keep the wizards in the middle.
You'll be our long range. I'll just be ready to swipe anyone that comes at us with my silver talon.
Yeah, you're covered.
Yeah. And is it like a is the staircase like a spiral staircase that like goes around the outside edge of the tower, spiraling its way up?
Nah, it's sort of like just kind of going up to the next floor along
Okay,
the
just
back
sort
wall.
of like goes straight at and then the floor.
Just like that one.
Yeah.
Like a standard
Okay.
staircase.
So
Yeah.
they would be like this.
Because I was trying to think, is it like one of those ones in the Skyrim towers that just goes up?
And around infinitely.
Yeah.
Those things are actually incredibly smartly engineered.
Yes.
But I'll get into that later.
Indeed.
Yeah, we'll just
You
start
see,
heading
now
up.
this is where Vane's like, so let's just fill the upper floors with toxic gas, and we'll light a fire at the door, and when they try to flee, we'll roast them alive.
You kid, but when a member of the Cleanse Guard can cast Cloud Kill.
Oh.
Yay.
I mean, I was going to say, is that not what Vane would do?
Just to cover our bases, I'm going to have an echo summoned right behind Vane just to take a hit if need be.
Yeah.
Ah, fair.
That'll do 14 piercing damage. It dies in 1.
Yeah, it has my shield, but it doesn't get the bonuses to the shield.
Well, fair. Because it
fair.
doesn't get your like equip bonuses.
Yeah, no.
So is it like back against mine and like watching the...
Yeah. It is,
Even though you can't really see from it, it's just still doing it just to look cool.
yeah,
It might
it's-
make someone think they'll see it approaching.
Yeah.
So yes, while you guys ascend to the next floor, for our other friends who are climbing a tree, what are you up to?
Okay, I'm going back up to the ivy.
They're in a tree playing cards. You got any aces? Go fish.
Because as the druid, not being able to interact with the plants,
Alright, so we will use our free hand to take the pebble, and we're going to infuse magic on it. And we're specifically going for the...
Wilhelm scream. And then I'm going to drop it from the top
It
of
has
the
to be
tower.
a non-verbal sound.
Yeah, it can't speak.
As in no voice sounds like screaming.
No, they can. It can be a vocal sound, can it?
It says non-verbal, so it has to be like wind or like leaves blowing, things like that.
Ah.
A very, very loud guitar riff. It just plays the instrumental songs.
Suzume Hikai Mito.
You could do. I think you can infuse up to 3 objects.
I think it's 3 up until like 10 or something.
You could infuse 3 different chords and then just tap the objects to play them.
I had the list right here. Where the hell did it go?
How many?
You
Yeah,
can make
it's,
it give off light, small noise.
You
the
get
smell.
3
There
pebbles.
we go.
You get 3 pebbles and infuse all of them to be a different side of the triangle.
There you go. All right.
One time.
Should I wait for Johnny or?
I mean,
yeah,
go
what do
ahead
you
and
wanna
talk
do?
to your plant.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up
Alrighty.
and ask it. Like, you know, I don't know, in the speech of leaves, to allow me to climb it, and I get a roll on charisma checks to influence them.
Ah, sure thing.
Yeah.
What's your spell save?
My spell save?
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of need that for this.
Do I?
Well,
It's not a spell. It's
your
character
thing.
roll.
It's, but it has to roll to save against it.
No,
So
it's just a charisma check.
It's a
Oh,
charisma check.
Oh, then it would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, it's not a class feature. It's a race feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
firbolgs can talk to plants.
For some reason.
Just obviously. I mean, and what can't?
I'm sure that's come up in many campaigns.
Yeah, all Fearbolg are hippies.
I mean, basically.
That's
They're the druid race. Huh. So, 12. I didn't roll well.
Yeah, sadly with a 22. The plants
Yeah,
just
okay,
sort of
I'm
ignore
walking
me.
away.
Plants just sort of ignore you.
It's fine. It's
That's
fine.
the most charismatic plant I've ever seen.
It has very good stats.
Okay. So with this pebble, I am going to infuse upon it the thing that says, whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away. I'm going to try to throw my voice to make it sound like
Can
theirs.
it be vocal or not?
Well, that one can. The recording a message.
Yeah.
But you can't make up something.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so I'm going to try to sound like them, and which one looks like the biggest guy in the room?
You kind of see like one guy, sort of like in the center. He's like doing a finger fillet with his hands, and he's just sitting there. He has a bit of a mohawk. He seems like he's sort of the one in charge.
What kind of dex check would that require?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm very dexterous, I say, to know.
I
in
guarantee the ivy
particular.
is.
Well, you see, he's 1 inch taller than the others, therefore he's superior.
You see, I am very dexterous. Ow! You see him like reel his hand up and like
That's
as he
exactly what I was
stabs himself
hoping
in the
for.
finger.
When he does that, just as he's doing that, I'm going to make it sound like idiot, and then immediately huck it at him.
After you do that, I'm gonna I speak giant.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, let's have you come around here and you actually. I can have them record a message for me for me, right?
It just says it's recorded, so.
Yes, maybe.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have
I'd say
you
so, at
do the
least.
recording.
Just holding a rock to
Sure.
his face. Speak.
How long
Big,
does the
I
recording
need you to
last?
sound mean.
It's a 6 seconds.
It's 6 seconds.
Damn.
I can't go higher than
I
that.
don't know why 6 seconds. That is a weird number, but sure.
I was
I
hoping
mean,
we
it's
could.
like the right length of one action in town or one turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the turn is 6 seconds.
I was hoping we could start
so-
a Pebble podcast.
Anyways, I'll tell you to say that in giant.
Yeah.
Into the
all right,
pebble.
and I'll try to make my voice gruffer.
Okay. So after he does that, we're gonna huck it at the dude who just cut his finger.
All right, roll to hit.
Even if it, well, actually, no, it does
Just
have
to
to
get
hit
it through the window.
Is there any bonus attack bonuses I throw on that? or
I'd
no?
say just dex, no proficiency bonus.
And he's just
So-
getting it through the window, right?
Do you have Tavern Brawler?
He does not.
23.
23, you say? Yeah. You just like throw it a rock and it sort of like bips against the guy's head and then bounces off. Within the room, you hear a very loud idiot. As it sounds like one of the giants who was normally nice was trying to sound mean, as though
There wasn't much hate in it.
wasn't much hate in it. He wasn't picturing the leaves that had ignored him earlier.
What's your intimidation?
Not high. Intimidation 2. Plus 2.
Honestly, it's better than I thought it would be.
It should be minus 2.
I mean, it's probably just because he happens to have some charisma.
Yeah, that
points.
legitimately, my charisma. Why intimidation and charisma should not be the same stat?
I think
It should not.
You can rule intimidation to also be strength if you want.
Yeah, some should have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the leader just like stands up and is like, "Oi, who said that?" And you see the other ones like looking around the room.
Just
Or-
tap another one with "I did, you idiot."
You see the leader like stroke his chin slightly. All right, I know just the way to find this out. Vandal. Yeah, boss. Need you to say it. Say what? Yep. What was it? You're not in trouble. Just say what it was. Who? Idiot? Yeah, it's not you. All right. Victor, let's hear it. Oh, hear what? I don't want to have to say it again. Just say it. Her. Egypt. Alright, it's not you either. Alright.
There's only one more, so
He like turns towards the last one. Alright. Healer. I need you to say it. Don't say what. Just say it. Oh. Idiot. Alright. Wasn't any of you, and it wasn't me. We got ourselves an intruder about. Form up. And then you just see the group, like, go towards the way where the stairs would go upwards, and just sort of like form up in a shield wall and sort of level spears outside.
so phalanx formation.
Yeah, sort of a phalanx. Alright, keep an eye out, lads. We'll stay here for an hour or two. If it's nothing, we'll just go back to the cars. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Roar.
Okay, yeah.
You have to use words
No, I understand it.
for the recording.
Yeah, they'll understand.
So basically, audience, I just basically hand signal to the druid over here. Come, it's time to go.
I'm gonna go
It's
ahead
time
and
to fight.
turn invisible because I can just do that.
Move your mic over here a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just become invisible.
Yeah, as you gesture to Big that we need to go, you just see Big sort of like throw a peace sign and then fade from existence.
You then immediately hear something hit the ground and start running away.
Nigrandayo!
So anyways, yes, we're going into the... Yeah,
Are you heading into the tower?
yes.
Through the window, apparently.
Make me a deck save.
And if I fall, catch me. I know you can't see me.
16.
16, you say?
Oh, God.
You might actually be better because this thing won't, the vines won't really see you.
Unfortunately, with an 18, as you like leap
Fuck
across,
this tower.
as you leap across towards the window and start to reach in to like pry it open, you feel the vines like grip around your wrists, and unfortunately they do.
I told you I could have burned them away.
Oh yeah, that'll be another five.
No.
That'll be another 5 piercing damage as the vines sort of like dig into your hands.
Okay,
The
I'm gonna.
druid told
I'm gonna,
me not to.
I'm gonna walk up again to them and try again. I'm just gonna ask, open please. I'm gonna roll. What do I need to beat?
Whatever it rolls.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I mean, you have advantage.
Oh yeah, I didn't advantage last time. 19. Suck it.
I'm sorry, but with a modified 20.
Yeah, I'm the. Why would
Do you
I?
need to throw a caltrop at Timmy?
It's a very sassy vine.
If you want to throw something at me, I don't blame you.
It's fine.
Just kill
I
it.
pull out a
please.
match.
This vine's a diva.
Like fuck
I am
this.
no longer asking for your financial support.
I am demanding.
No, I raise my jug and pour out a gallon of gasoline.
No, tempt it with mayonnaise. Give it protein.
I will burn down this forest, damn it! I may be a druid, but I'm not a peaceful one.
Hey yo.
I'll kidnap 1,000 sealies before I let this company die.
Just get up here, please.
So what? Can I'll assist. Roll to assist him.
Roll to assist him how? Are you like pulling him away from the vines, or
Yeah, I
just gonna
guess to
like
just-
shove him through a window?
Yeah,
Tackle him through the window.
Yeah. So strength, or
Oh, yeah, I think that'd be a strength check.
Also, for Fearbolgs, you count as one size larger when pushing.
yes,
Okay. I think
15.
15, you say?
I'll get the butter if I have to.
So, as you rush forward from along the branch, Caleb, you just hear invisible footsteps rushing along with a padding of feet.
As opposed to hearing visible footsteps.
Listen.
The vine just hears that and drops Caleb.
Yeah, and while you're just like trying to like pry your hands free very carefully, you just hear a whistling of wind behind you as you jump from the branch and slam into Caleb, and you both go through the window with a nice shattering of glass and riving of vines. Now, while you have made it through the vines, I'm going to say that jumping through a window is generally a bad idea. As such,
What Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner bullshit is this?
What is that vine made of?
you have both taken 14 slashing damage as you are attacked by a cavalcade of glass.
And the
It's-
vines, presumably, as well.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I've talked to plenty of plants. in
How
my
hurt
day.
are you two?
I'm
Well,
at 33 health now. I was at 60.
I'm gonna give you an idea. My max health is 57.
I am going to burn this entire goddamned forest to the ground.
I'm
make
going
you
to
watch,
help you.
Make you watch and sing Leaves from the Vine.
I am going to help you. I have never talked to such rude plants. So
They're your
16
plants.
damage?
I'm sorry, I was really trying to make sure you guys wouldn't just climb the tower.
And your goal to do that was to take away the one thing that Echo Knight could do to scout.
I was also just going to take that away in general because I didn't like you just being able to fly 1,000 feet in the air.
That one is.
But
a
I
big
was going to
one.
use the scout, but whatever.
But so we have made it in the tower. DM be damned. All right.
Yes, you
and
are
and I
now-
imagine
presumably that wasn't silent.
No, it was
no.
very loud, and as the two of you get to the second floor, our dear friends Rowless and Vane, as we go back to you for just a moment. As you go to the second floor, you just look around at what seems to be a large shrine of sorts. You see many giant runes sort of carved into the wall, and you see on one wall a very big tapestry. It seems to tell a bit of a story of this ogre fellow who worked alongside giants and was a great hero, honoring his god. Though the scene soon shifts from a proud, smiling ogre to one being ripped apart by humans and then crudely forced back together, and then him being kicked out of a home of sorts by a very large boot. It seems to be somewhat from what little you remember of Rug and such, Relish, you kind of recognize this as like the story of him and how he was a very bad news for the Dragonborn army.
Okay.
Before you can commentate upon this, though, you do hear a very loud crash from aboard, from the next floor up, along with a very accentuated "What in the bloody hell?"
Did we do
That-
all that to go up to skip one floor?
2 floors.
You're on the third floor.
We are.
Yeah.
I
Well,
need you to tell me we're on the third floor.
we're on the second.
You are on the third floor,
Wait,
but also the first 2 floors had nothing on them, except for lore.
yeah. I guess the next question is, are we following American flooring or England, where you have the ground floor and then the first floor?
You know what? Sure, just because of him, you're now on the second floor. Enjoy.
I hate all of you.
I guess as we hear that, you'll just hear Ralph go, "They're fucking idiots."
And you'll just hear Vane
I feel like
just
Big
sorta,
infers that.
and Vane will just sort of sigh behind you. Do we need to go save them?
Probably.
I'm invisible.
At least they made a nice...
You're also bleeding.
Yep.
Vane will just sort of say, at least they'll make a nice distraction, as I assume we continue heading up the stairs.
Yeah.
So this whole idea was to get halfway up the tower by default, or how many floors would we be able to guess this tower had?
Probably about like 7 or so.
Okay.
I guess we'll
Mission
just
succeeded.
double the pace then.
I didn't even know the window was like actually, had glass in it. I thought it was just like opened or some shit.
I knew it had vines in the way.
Well, on the bright side, you do have a magical rock that can go through glass.
Yeah. The rock did make it into the tower.
See, that's
on.
what I was
Come
thinking?
Well, you see, the vines saw the rock fly through, and then they closed the window, you see.
Yeah, no, DM, come on. Come, explain this one, DM.
Okay, I didn't expect you guys to jump through a fucking window that was 35 feet in the air and expect to be just fine with it.
Timmy, I have DM'd for you all. I would expect nothing less than this from them.
Well, you see, that's my mistake.
You expected better of us.
Man, you're lucky Rallis hasn't made a sandwich yet.
Alright, so how does this play out now? Am I still invisible, first off?
Yes, you are still invisible. You hear the pounding of footsteps as Rallis and Vane rush their way up the stairs. And from the other side, you just see the Verbeegs just like still in formation around like the entrance to the next floor. Just like, boy, what the heck's who the heck are you? And they're just looking over at Caleb.
Okay, from this point forward, since he's still invisible, I'm immediately first going to take out the flask that I've been carrying on me and drink it and take a swig from it in order to first heal and also to start acting drunk.
Must be nice to be able to heal.
Says
And
the person
when I
with
drink
cure
it,
wounds.
I roll 4d4 plus 4. D4,
Roll
D4,
high.
D4, D4. Yes, I do.
Do you
Thanks
need
to
more
that.
D4s?
No. Well, actually, yeah, that'd be nice.
How many?
4. Actually, I need 3.
All the dice in the world didn't even bring up D4.
No, I have a D4 on me.
He just put the extra dice up before we started.
Okay, so 3, 5. Okay, so I heal 9 plus 4, 10, 12, 13. Okay, cool.
I have 32 health.
I am now up to.
But to be fair, I did climb a tree and go through a window.
Yeah, Big was a very fat kid.
Apparently. You know, I'm a medic. I can treat myself.
Thank you, Tristan.
It won't
Okay.
kill me, but I can do it.
Oh, God. Ugh. I could ask you lot the same thing. This isn't my house.
Is your character doing a Scottish accent?
This isn't my bar!
Who the fuck are you? What are you doing in me house?
Is your character doing an accent?
No.
Well, obviously it's not your house. What? Does your house have a door on the 3rd floor?
Actually, yes. As a matter of fact, it does.
Well, I don't believe you.
I've got money, you know.
You're not my wife!
You're not me fucking fibble-fib!
My wife's a goat!
Easy now.
Anyway. Well, shit. Yeah, this isn't my house. So what are you fellas doing?
Pulls glass shard out of shoulder.
You just see them like level their spears towards you. Well, right now we're telling you to leave.
Also, how far up the stairs are we?
You're like halfway up at this point. You can kind of like see Caleb being a drunken buffoon, and like he can sort of hear the other voices.
So, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll just sort of whisper to Rallis. So, do I need to intervene now, or...?
Let's see what Rallis thinks.
Oh, God
Well,
damn
I mean,
it.
imagine all that's going through Rallis' head is kill, kill,
I wanna
kill,
watch this.
kill.
But Rallison also initially thinks, I kind of want to see where this goes.
What's my intelligence modifier? Let's see. I think that's +3.
He's going to make me act out all this, isn't he?
Unluckily for you, yes.
You volunteered for this.
Hold for a moment.
Unlucky for you, Rallis is an appreciator of the fine arts.
Unluckily for you, Rallis sees that you might be able to talk your way out of this. And are the giants on the other side of the room from where Rallis will enter? Where we'll enter?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, they're at the other stairs.
Yeah,
They
if
see
they
you
were much
coming.
closer, yeah, if they couldn't see me coming, I would already be in there.
Alright, so my character, at the bequest of the giants, is going to immediately look out of the window and almost stumble, and then just stumble around again like he gets immediate drunken vertigo. Oh! I'm not. I don't think that's happening. Y'all got any cards to play?
I'm sorry, what?
Y'all got any cards? We could settle this over a friendly game.
Alright, you see the leader just, like, look very awkwardly toward his friends and, like, look back towards you. I'll be real with you. I'm pretty sure that if you're caught here, they will remove your limbs and feast upon them.
Who's they?
My boss, mostly.
Oh, well, doesn't he sound lovely?
Oi, don't mock me, boss. He's a good man. Says them out Bleakstone gone all mussed up.
Well, we gotta settle this some way then. How much gold would it take to make you all look the other way?
Roll me a persuasion check.
What's Big doing while he's doing this?
Observing, picking glass
That
shards
would
out of
be
his skin.
21, I think. Wait.
I am prepared if something
No,
happens.
excuse me, 22.
You see the leader like look around the room very cautiously, and then like behind him, like through the door frame. Why, we would never take money to like just look the other way while you make your way about. That'll be about 50 gold, give or take.
50? Mate, I would have gone it for 100. Deal.
All right, 100 then.
Naughty.
Well, I mean, if you live, I'll tell you this, there's a lot of nice treasure up there.
Oh yeah?
Ah, yeah. It's all yours.
This is your boss's treasure?
Ah, yeah.
Can I insight them?
Can I?
I would say that to insight them, you would have to, like, look around the corner, and they would get a chance to try and see you. You would be able to, since you're currently invisible.
Yeah, they don't. He
I
seems
didn't know
to.
they were around a corner, so.
You know what? You're a good lad. You're a good man. So I want to ask you something. If you're asking for so much, clearly that means you lot are underpaid for the work you do, right?
Well, you see the guy
16.
like 16. Yeah, he seems to be being genuine. That there is a lot of treasure up there. You see him like scratch his the side of his head, give it awkwardly. Well, you know, we love the boss and such. He's a good fellow. He's just really has been on the revenge path, and revenge don't really put much coin in your coffers.
And yet he's got all that treasure up there. Meanwhile, you stick your necks out for him.
Well, it's well, he's just gathering it up to get us back in the good graces when we go back home. He was a bit of a dishonorable discharge he got. He's hoping that if he saves up enough, he can buy his way back in with the queen.
And you think that a monetary bribe is going to get you back in?
You're gonna at this point feel big, like poking you on the shoulder, like maybe let's speed this part up before you get them angry.
Listen. Dishonorable discharges are rather strict. I've seen my fair share of them around here with the dumbass guards of Bleakstone. I think that you lot deserve better than what you're getting. Think on it, yeah? You stick your necks out, you're doing dangerous work, and you're getting tiddlywinks worth of pay. Meanwhile, the boss is hoarding all that gold, and they may not even take it, and the queen of yours may not even take all that treasure. Or even worse, they might just take it and have you executed anyway.
Oh. You got a good point there.
So I say, right, you lot need to put your foot down with your boss. Maybe this revenge path thing might not be the right choice. You can take that gold and you can start a new life. Start fresh. You can get in good graces with literally anyone else. Why, with all that gold, you could practically put yourself in the rich districts.
Ah. I see the guy like stroke his chin. Well, he gives like a very crude grin. Well, boys, how about let's say we let this one have a fair shot at it first. We'll see how the boss fares. If he loses to some little drunkard like this, he's not worthy of being a boss anyways, right? Right. Right. Ah, I like your words there, Hola.
Alright, fantastic. And then, like, instead of, like, making an obvious let's go motion, he'll, like, swing his body around. Like, as if he's, like, wobbling drunk. Which basically gives a subtle signal for Big to, come on. And then, can I take another swig of my... I was going to say, can I take another swig of the flask, but does that amulet only work, like, once?
Once a day, but you can...
Once a
I mean,
day.
it is still alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Sure. You just want a tasty drink, you can.
Actually, you know what? Let's drunkenly look back around, like, feeling myself for the flask, and then I just grab I grab a healing pot out of it. And then I make Caleb, like, stare deep into it and swirl it around with one eye. I guess I did bring me wine. And that will heal 2d4 plus 2. Shit. Meanwhile, we're heading up to the boss.
Well, best of luck with that. So yeah, as you and an invisible Big make your way up to the... these stairs do sort of spiral around a little bit as they go up the tower. But what are you and Rallis and Vane doing? As you see the guards seemingly just move to one side and go back to their card game.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. There's no chance in hell that I'm sneaking past them. It's not happening.
So, with how they're situated, are they all like sitting at a table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
We didn't know they were right there below us, did we?
Huh?
We wouldn't know they were right there behind us, would we?
Well, we
probably
can't.
not.
Well, I would imagine we probably had some idea that they were doing something down there.
I
but
did say that you kind of like heard the footsteps moving up a bit. So yeah.
There's a slight chance you also might have seen Rallis in the reflection of the bottle.
If you would like to make a perception check with disadvantage to see if you saw Rallis in the reflection of the bottle, you may.
You know, I'll try.
I guess I'll roll stealth just so we have a guideline.
That's a bad roll. Well, I guess I really was drunk because that is a modified.
13.
That's a modified 9
I don't
right there.
imagine I saw him.
I mean, you also were invisible.
Wait.
You could have walked around.
No, excuse me. That's a modified 7.
No.
What'd you get, Rallis?
What's my dex? Plus 2, I think. Yeah, it's a 12.
You did see him, Big.
And Vane's was a 13.
Beats it, so you also saw Vane.
So you're aware.
I'm trying to think if I could help you all get past them without having to do combat.
So, at this table, about how close are each of them to each other? Like, it's a very crowded table, like they're sitting at a normal person's table?
Yeah, like normal person's table, they're like 5 feet apart from each other.
Okay.
I've got mage hand. I could maybe, like, pick up something off the table and, like, throw it out the window or something. I don't know.
They would see the mage hand.
Yeah.
Mage hand is invisible.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's the ledger man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's only the
Yeah,
fancy
it's
ones.
only with the trickster.
No, I thought all mage hands were invisible.
No, they actually make a hand.
Okay.
It's just ledger main that makes it invisible. So, Rallis, do we wish to go ahead and get this started, or we want to wait for a minute for them to get a bit further up the stairs?
Let's see Rallis's hate. I'll roll both d20s. Let's see which one's higher. That is not very good. Let's see. Hate wins.
All right. So in that case,
I'd actually like to, as Rallis, just start walking forward. I have something I want to see. And yes, I will let them see me.
Yeah, you walk into the room and you see the leader just look up from his cards. Are you with the Flying Drunkman?
I guess I'll glance back at you, see what your thing.
let's see. I think for the moment, Vane is just going to sort of stay hidden where he is, just sort of wait to see what they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna nod.
I guess you're good, yeah. Go on ahead.
I'm gonna tap the ground kind of twice and start walking forward. You know, go beyond them.
All right. So you're heading up the stairs, or like in that direction?
For now.
Okay. Then Vane is going to... So with the way it is, it's like the staircase goes up and then it's like... Is there like a small walk forward before like a door to the room they're in?
It's like the staircase opens up into the room, and they're like on the other side of the staircase, and then it's sort of a L turn to get to like the door to the next floor.
Okay. Vane... Let's see. Does it look like there's anything for like Vane to hide behind inside the room? Like for Vane to like sort of get behind like a bookshelf or something, just to stay out of sight for the moment?
There's like a couple lines of tables. You could probably try and like crouch down alongside like one of the rows of tables if you wanted to.
Okay. Yes, I think Vane will attempt to try and just sort of hide behind the tables for the moment. And just stay out of view. That's a 23.
23? Yeah, you do manage to stay out of sight.
So once I get into the shadows, into a nice sort of dark spot, I'll go ahead and use one with shadows to become invisible until I take an action or move. Just sort of watching what Rallis does, but now being actually in the room with a good view.
So, do they kind of start ignoring Rallis once he starts heading towards the stairs?
I just like sort of watched you as you begin to leave.
Yeah, he's gonna walk up to the stairs, glance back at them one more time just to see what they do. I will say he does have his hood all the way up, hiding as many features as possible.
You just see like the leader squint a little bit.
I guess I'll actually... You want me to just roll a straight stealth just to see how well it's hidden?
If you would like to, sure.
Since this isn't based off movement. That's 21, not bad.
You see him blink a bit like he's thinking about something, then this guy like shrugs and goes back to the card game.
I have one more question. Does Rallis recognize any of them?
No, not particularly.
Okay. So you never faced these ones.
If anything, they were just foot soldiers like you.
Yeah.
Apparently they were in the war, yeah, but you all didn't fight specifically.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I will start heading up. You will see the way he's moving. It's very deliberate, as if he's really holding himself back.
Okay. So, does Rallis motion for Vane to follow?
Yeah, very subtly. Kind of the way he turns back around is a very follow me with a head tilt.
Alright. Then, let's see. Then I guess I'll just continue my sneak from before, just no longer being invisible, and just start moving along tables and getting to that door at the turn to start following.
It's like pulling Sly Cooper tactics.
I don't think they'd do anything if they saw him.
I mean, I was just kind of waiting for Rallis to go apeshit.
That's what I've been at the.
I am so amazed we
I'm
didn't
like
just
2 or
have
3
to go
steps
fighting
up.
right now.
I'll be honest, the fact that you guys already went upstairs is the only reason why Rallis didn't go in.
Like I've been waiting like 2 or 3 steps up the stairs, like watching, waiting.
Like, if you guys are on the stairs, you'll also see as Rallis comes up a very held back
Yeah.
sort of
Now
stance.
that's been like, if you get to the stairs, just like you can't see Big obviously, but you'll hear like a very good or like good job kind of from Big.
Specifically, the way is he has his spines that can come out as part of his armor. You will see those under his cloak kind of flick out and go back in over and over again.
Yeah, as he goes through and just sort of like as I reach the end of the row of tables, because I presume it ends before you get to the door. So it's not like... And then just sort of as you reach that, Vane will just sort of, saying it's mostly clear, will just sort of seemingly coming from nowhere, just sort of like standing up from behind the tables, just walking towards the door. Just like not even looking at them.
Just act natural.
So what are the guards thinking at this point?
Like just seemingly just sort of coming out of the shadows and just sort of walking through.
Oh, that bunch got a that little drunk got a merry band of bitches, don't he?
Oh yeah, the guard just like sort of look up a bit and decide, hey, it's above my pay grade.
Hey, that little drunk boy is right. I don't get paid enough for this. I can't believe we're actually doing this
You
either.
paid the toll, apparently.
I didn't pay shit. I just convinced them that perhaps maybe the boss needed them and they didn't need the boss.
So, here's the other thing that is in Rallis' favor. He sent a letter to his old commander about the war criminal we're going to go fight and where he is. So Rallis has backup coming.
Oh, good.
Eventually. At best, they get here when we're leaving.
That's what I'm assuming is going to happen.
Yeah, because it's a distance.
This is going to be very awkward whenever they peacefully come up to get their treasure and go start a new life.
Yeah.
Yeah, as two of you step out, you kind of look up and you see Caleb. Are you still acting drunk at this point? That you're outside?
No,
or?
as soon as I'm out of sight, no.
Yeah. You just see Caleb walking along. Still no sign of Big, oddly enough.
I mean, he made a verbal communication.
Yeah. Well, I told Rallis at least,
Yeah.
But yeah, you have no idea I'm here, I guess. I mean,
Can
you would
see
assume.
the slight drops of blood on the floor from your constant bleeding from glass?
My blood is invisible.
Yeah,
Hey
you
guys, why is there this floating mass of wounds and glass walking beside Rallis?
You just see drops of blood up here out of the sky like rain.
No, they're only visible once they touch the ground.
And since you've been standing there for a good minute, that's probably a nice slight pool.
Yeah.
I guess as you kind of look back at Rallis and him doing that, he's very... The same speed as he started walking to the stairs is just going to continue on up.
I'm going to hold out another healing potion for
Yes.
my druid friend. As firstly, to get him ready for the fight, and also, thanks for playing along, more or less.
Yeah. We fucked that window up, man.
And Vane will just sort of go by and just sort of clasp Caleb on the shoulder, quite intentionally, like grabbing a
wound.
wound so it hurts.
You're
Subtle.
sticking a finger into the wrong.
Yeah, like,
Just jamming.
gently jamming it. Very subtle. And just keep walking forward.
You're just like, I'm just imagining Vane just keeps salt on his person just for this occasion where he just like salts his palm. Ah, there we go.
Makes eye contact
Hey,
as he
Caleb.
pours salt into his hand.
Joke's on you, I can do better than that. Watch this. Pours the fucking flask into the wound.
At least that would disinfect it.
It would.
So, what's at the top of the stairs?
So, as you get up to the next room, you see what seems to be a treasure room of sorts. There's many large mounds of gold around in the room. You see what looks like just bits and pieces of loot that have been picked from buildings, like very elegant paintings, some lovely dresses and such, things like that. Most notably in the center, you see what looks like a mannequin with several arms holding these items that seem to be of great value. There's like a... let me just double check.
Not to be that guy, but I've got a bag of holding.
Yeah, can we get as much as this as possible?
Do you have any
Yeah,
idea
there's-
how much I'm going to put these funds towards new guns to build?
Yeah, let's get these stuff so you can build that gun. You can make Rouse's gun so he has ranged.
Anyway,
Yeah, you see the mannequin has like a bunch of different arms. One is like upstretched towards the heavens, has like a very bright pearly bracelet around it. One has like a very elegant pendant around its around its neck. Has a very cool cape sort of draped around its shoulders. Has like dragony markings upon it. And things like that. You even see that on one of its porcelain ears, it has this strange nail-like looking earring.
The markings on the cape, are they just like dragons, or is there actual writing?
It seems as though it was made of many sheets of fabric that were stitched together, but they were stitched so that on the outside you can see lettering.
What does that read? Assuming it's Draconic.
Yes, it is draconic, and it's yeah, it just seems to say glide, 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 glide.
so
This is his thing. His I'm sorry for taking away the echo ability. He gave me the same fucking thing.
Gliding is very different from flying. It's falling with style.
it is.
It is.
Glide, glide, glide. My god, he's played Spyro.
So
I'll try for the bracelet. I guess.
Can I roll Arcana on? Do we all just want to roll Arcana?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
ask. Can I
Our
try to
individual
identify
piece.
The
them?
earring's probably yours.
Yeah. I'll-
Oh yeah, fuck. 24.
I keep rolling 19s with this die. That's fucking awesome.
Best I've rolled tonight.
16.
I think my Arcana is just +3. So that's
17.
probably 22.
Alright, so one at a time. Which one are you looking at, Johnny?
Oh, wow. Don't relist everything. I'm remembering there was
The
an
The
earring.
bracelet, the
Earring.
cape, the earring, and the pendant.
Give me that cape.
I
I think the cape
think the cape
his.
is probably more Rouse's style.
Oh, shit. What
Cape
is
is
It does say
Rouse's.
glide, and it
Oh,
is
that's true.
Draconic.
Yours is either the necklace or the bracelet.
Actually, let's go with that bracelet.
Yeah, go with the bracelet. The necklace you already have an
Bracelet?
amulet.
Yeah, as you look at the bracelet, you see it's very elegant, and it's almost as though it's made out of a giant pearl that was just like sanded down and made into a bracelet-like shape. It has some very elegant etchings on the side of it. You can't quite see. Yeah, are you like taking it off the mannequin, or are you just looking at it?
I'm just looking at it for now. Because, I
If,
mean, the boss is probably still sitting around here.
If we take those off at all, we should probably either have the Echo or Mage Hand.
We should probably kill the boss first, all things considered.
I mean, we
These
should
could be
fill up-
useful to fight the boss.
Yeah,
Oh,
we,
that
we
is
should
very
fill
true.
up the bag of holding with the gold before we possibly activate a golem.
Well, the gold might make some sound if we just grab some of the, like, enchanted objects. I think,
Okay, look at the damn bracelet.
yes. So,
So yeah, this bracelet that seems to be made out of almost carved pearl has like a very rough exterior to it. has etchings in a very old language you can't quite read, but oddly enough, it seems as though they were carved in, or sort of engraved in a relative metal and such from a more modern era. And oddly enough, it seems to have a faint odor about it. It's almost like almost like gunpowder. It's very strange.
So the bracelet was yours.
So you can't quite tell what this is supposed to be, but you do recognize the scent of sulfur. Other than that, what did you roll?
16.
And which one were you looking at?
I'll be looking at the pendant.
The pendant? So as you look at the pendant, you excuse me.
It looks back at you. Roll a wisdom save.
You hear an abyssal shriek and
Hey,
take
this
2d4
isn't
saves.
my campaign where everything requires a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, as you look at the pendant, you see it's made out of very black onyx that has a bit of an eye-like carving onto the center of it in this very wide circular dangling bit. And as you observe it very, very closely, you do feel a vaguely familiar feeling coming from it, as though it were infernal in nature.
You think your patron might know anything about that? If you can contact him?
He might, probably not at the moment, because I don't think the connection wouldn't reach out this far, would it?
Probably not. It'd be mainly
I don't
around
think so.
town or so.
So, what do you roll, Big?
24.
And what were you looking at?
I guess the earring.
The earring. So, as you look at it, you sort of freeze in place as you recognize this is a very powerful druidic object. You've heard of this of a long time ago. There was a druid named Antaeus who was very good at. He was very attuned with nature, so much so that as long as he was around nature, he would not die. Many druids look to him as like a god king of sorts, and objects that have been carved with his runes are very good for keeping one sturdy. You remember that hearing tales of people who can keep these, who have this piercing, being very hard to push around so long as they touch the earth, and even being able to sense out to an area around them in a little bit.
Ooh, it'll give you blindsight.
Little tremor sense.
Tremor sense. Similar stuff.
Very similar.
The druid
yes.
version.
As long as they don't fly, you pretty much have blindsight.
Alright. Definitely. So, Rallis, I guess that leaves your cape.
Yeah, with the 22, is this something that Rallis knows about?
Yes. You remember hearing very, very dark tales of of a cousin to the Dragonborn race, the Half-Dragon. Those who are similar to Dragonborn, but born with wings. Wings that are very highly treasured, as once they're removed, they can grant even normal people the power of flight. And this cape seems to be made of many half-dragon wings that have been removed and stitched together into a cruel mimicry of a cape.
Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, Rallis is going to summon his echo and very respectfully remove that cape.
Before we remove anything, should we try to gather what we can first in case something happens?
Well, whatever happens, it's probably not going to just make it disappear.
Get as much gold as you can. Search for any healing items.
Also, do we want to use Mage Hand to remove them?
I have my echo, so
Okay.
if it takes 1 damage, it dies. But
And the echo counts as an object,
And
so
do we want to remove multiple at the same time?
we can. But let's see if we can find anything else useful.
Yeah.
Just some healing items for the injured would be nice.
So yeah, I guess I'll investigate as well.
I keep
might as well
rolling a 19 with this fucking die. I love it. So they're 22.
That sounds pretty
13.
weighted to me.
22.
Anyways, what were we doing? Investigation?
yeah,
yeah,
just
so
looking around for other
treasure.
things in the
Actually, hang on
room.
a second.
And how big is the bag of holding again?
It can hold up to 500 pounds, I believe. It's either
It has a
500.
physical
It's
size.
either 500 pounds or 500 square feet. It's one of the two.
You want to double check that?
Okay, so
DM
investigation,
roll or-
investigation.
It's 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep. It can hold 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Okay.
Alright, so how much gold can we shove into that?
64 cubic feet.
I made a 13.
Just to investigate,
pretty-
like, are you looking for anything in particular, or?
Oh, I thought.
Healing objects or enchanted
healing
artifacts.
items, or I guess scrolls, but primarily healing items.
Yeah.
You don't see any healing items.
Okay.
Any other enchanted objects in the room, would it appear?
No. It seems that most of the stuff in the room is just like the stuff that has a set monetary value, no real magic to it.
Alright.
Okay,
Can we gather the valuables into the bag of holding?
You can certainly try.
What about weapons? Any nice weapons with the 22?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, it's worth a shot.
I say we take at least 3 of the magic items. Cause you have Mage Hand too?
I have Mage Hand.
So me and you can use Mage Hand, you can use your Echo when we pull those off first, just in case
Yeah.
something attacks us, so we at least have them.
Yeah, and at a distance.
Yeah, Rouse is going to definitely grab that cape with, yeah. But just to get it out of the way, how much, roughly how much gold do you think we can grab? Because,
Or, yeah, how much would you say is, like, fair for us to try to get?
Probably like about 1,000 gold coins.
Okay.
so 1,000 in the bag of holding?
If you
Or-
want to try and get it, you may.
Oh, yes, okay, so I guess this is this cursed or something? Is this gonna, like, Aladdin?
That's why I'm saying we try and get the expensive ones first, just in
Okay,
case.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
let's-
try to get the artifacts
We'll grab
first.
the artifacts first.
So yeah, I guess we'll have your Echo and our Hands of Holding at the ready.
You know, my Echo could probably grab 2
So yeah, you can grab 2, and then we can
So-
grab 1
So
each.
grab the bracelet, one will grab ours.
I'll
Yeah.
grab the pendant.
I can get the cape, and probably the earring would be the best. So,
And you get the bracelet.
Alright, fair enough.
okay.
And what do
we'll-
we do, DM?
I will need you to make me a strength check.
All of us make strength checks.
If you want to try and grab an artifact,
Yes.
How does that work with Mage Hand? Because I think it has a set strength,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
It can lift no more than 5 pounds.
16.
You didn't have to roll.
Oh, I didn't?
Yeah, because I'm grabbing 2 items, they're grabbing 1 each.
Strength
With
would
my-
be...
with a- do you have Mage Hand?
6. I did not roll well.
I just wanted to be involved.
23. 18 plus 5.
Since you're grabbing 2 objects, I need you to make it with disadvantage, please.
Okay. Okay. That is closer to 9. So
And mine is a 15 when I take into account a -1.
I will say Rouse would prioritize that cape.
Fair.
So
And what do you roll?
I rolled a 5.
A 5. Unfortunately, with a 16. So, as you grab onto the relics and try to pull them free, you feel the mannequin grip a bit tighter and sort of pull away and sort of reel back. You seek to take the master's treasure, but you shall get nothing.
can I have my Echo stab it? Rouse is not. Rouse just wants to stab something right now. To be honest.
Interrupt the speech.
I want to let it do its
I mean,
thing.
we can, but
As soon as it's done talking, if you still want
Yeah.
to, you can stab it.
okay. We'll say this: the moment it stops talking, I'm stabbing it.
If it offers us a riddle or a challenge or something, I mean, I want to see. I'm gonna stealthily try to stand between Rallis and this mannequin.
Alright. You seek the master's treasure, but you shall get nothing. Glitter? And as he says that last word, you feel all the wealth around the room start to sort of coil around as it gathers into one corner, sort of slowly building itself up into a large
golem.
into a large pillar, and slowly but surely reaching out and forming a pair of arms and leaning forward to form a bit of a face with gemstone eyes.
I'll just sort of turn to the mannequin and be like, "Hey, how do you know I'm not your master?"
Simple. If you were my master, I wouldn't be awake.
Yeah, the echo's gonna stab this thing now.
It's fine to stab it.
Let's see, that is plus 8. 17.
A 17 will hit.
Yep. That is cocked. I don't even know what it was. No, that's shitty. I'm gonna use Piercer. That's 5 better than it would have been. So that is going to be 17 damage. Actually, not 17 because it has the plus 2 because of Piercer, I believe. No, is it dueling? It's been a while. I'm gonna need
I
a
think
second.
dueling is the one that gives you the plus attack.
Yeah, I have a plus 2 attack, so that's going to be 19 damage. Piercing
Okay,
damage.
thank you. You may begin rolling initiative, by the way.
Sweet. Nat 20.
21.
19.
You get to go first.
17.
First nat 20 of the night. And it's
Second
on
nat 20.
initiative. No, this is my first nat 20.
Oh,
The
you're
other was
first.
non-nat.
Alright, so natural 20. For you, it was
19.
19?
Rouse rolled a natural 20 earlier.
Oh, well, my first nat 20. And it would be on initiative.
Yeah. Which is one of the... You're
Doesn't
not an
matter.
assassin, so what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah, when it doesn't matter.
And yours was Relish?
21. Pretty good. Pretty good for my plus 2 initiative. I'm removing a bunch of these dice from my tray. I only need 2
I had
of
to
them.
do that. I kept hitting each other.
Yeah. Like, I don't care when we aren't in battle, but if you see a D20 almost land on a 20 and then hit a die and stop at like 6,
Yeah.
that's demoralizing.
Well, I rolled a 3 a minute ago, so...
And I'm sorry, what was yours, Vane?
17.
17.
We all
all
rolled
rolled well.
really well.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of expecting this. We are not shocked.
I don't think any of us, like even our characters, walked up expecting the dummy not to come alive.
No, it's like the mannequin does this whole speech, and we're just sitting there like, damn, bro, you got the whole squad shocked.
Honestly.
Just blank-faced.
Yeah.
So, as combat begins, Big, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to... Yeah, these are non-living things, so I don't give a fuck. You're not natural life, so... Just gonna go for a good attack.
Alright.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
Oh, yeah. It was better the first time. And I won't be invisible once I attack.
Yeah, no, you only get it for that first one.
Yeah,
but-
let's see. I would add proficiency.
yeah, well, it should be plus 3 right now.
Yeah,
It might be. Yeah, no, it's plus 3. I think
it's
it goes
plus
up.
3.
It goes up at what, 9?
Yes.
It's 8 or 9.
And then 19 to hit.
Which
And-
one are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack the golden thing,
Yeah, it's probably better.
and I'm going to cast arcane weapon.
Alright.
So that gives me an additional d6, I think.
Yeah, that will hit.
Tell you guys what, I'll deal with the mannequin since I'm right here, and at least 2 of you have ranged.
Yeah.
So I can probably handle the mannequin on my own, and we can get the other magic items maybe during the fight. And by the time if you guys kill that thing, help me out. If I kill it, I'll grab the magic items, throw them at whoever, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it lets me add a d6 of elemental damage to my attack.
Alright.
So I'm going to
Do you get to choose what type of
Yeah.
damage? Cool.
thunder, poison, fire, lightning, cold.
I'm not gonna tell you what would be best.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try thunder, but let's see. So roll a d8. And a d6. Okay. That's eight bludgeoning damage and 5 thunder damage.
Ah,
Get
gotcha.
That thunder damage. Yeah, no, thunder damage was the one.
Yeah.
Too bad you don't have Shatter, I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Shatter would be freaking great in this fight.
Oh yeah, you sort of rush forward towards the big fellow and just give him a good whack with your staff. And though that doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as it should have, as it just sort of like makes a small little divot in the massive coins. You do follow it up with a bit of thunder damage, which just sort of sends a few of the coins scattering off and bouncing against the walls.
You booming bladed him.
Essentially. All right.
And of that, Rallis.
I'm going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against the mannequin with my silvered blade.
Okay,
24.
that will hit.
That is going to be...
Fighter's good at fighting. Shocking.
That's going to be 20 damage.
Okay,
I'm going to make my second attack against it. That is going to be 18, which I believe hits.
yeah.
Another 20 damage.
Okay,
I'm gonna save my Unleash Incarnation on this. I guess for now I'll just activate his spines just in case I get grappled. 'Cause that'll be free damage. And that will be turn.
yeah, you rush forward with your spines and sort of like jab into him. Unfortunately, as you jab forward, you feel as though the blades are repulsed a bit by the magical energies within them. But you do still do a pretty good chunk of damage as you see a few small little cracks beginning to appear in his armor. Ow!
Does silver not negate that?
No,
Damn.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
appear to.
sorry.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
So we're all targeting the mannequin, right? Are we targeting?
Yeah, you
No,
guys
there's
target
two
the
things.
you guys target the golem. I'm targeting the mannequin.
Okay.
I'm distracting it while you guys deal with that.
Well, we earn our money.
Yeah.
By hunting it like real men.
Yeah, honestly, we're just
Yeah.
hunting our money.
The plan is right now, if I can kill this thing, you guys get all the magic items that it has, and it might help us. But if you guys killed that thing, I can distract it and just eat the damage since I'm at full.
One question, and it can wait till the end of the encounter, but what would have happened if we'd put like a decent bit of the money in the bag of holding?
As soon as you picked up one coin, it would have woken the coin golem.
Okay, so
Okay.
it would have woken up, but the other dummy wouldn't have.
It probably would
No,
have.
well, it wouldn't have immediately, but the coin golem would have woken him up, just like you woke up the mannequin first, and it woke up the coin golem.
Okay, I was just out of curiosity. It was
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah,
So what
fair.
he's saying is when I said I stab it, you should have let me stab it.
Fair enough. All right. So Johnny's turn, or Tristan?
Well, no, it would be the mannequin's turn now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if it can use the artifacts.
Probably, depending on what it is, what they are.
So yes. You wish for a noble duel then, yonder fellow construct.
Oh my
Let
god.
let our battle be legendary then, as we fight upon yonder forsooth.
It's a theater kid, and it did not take enough classes.
the limits of D&D just have that go off and not be able to immediately counter with lightning breath.
Frankly, I took only one theater class, and I think I can do better.
Forsooth, yonder soul, why must we engage in pitched combat?
So, for its first attack, you see the arm that was holding the bracelet sort of like clench into a fist as the bracelet sort of like expands and slowly molds its way up into his hand. It sort of like congeals out around the fist and then sort of pulls out to
It makes
go
a gun.
into. Yeah, it sort of becomes like a very pearl-colored pistol. Ha ha! And as he points it towards Rallis, he will go ahead and shoot. So, what's your AC again, real quick?
He's within 5 feet using a ranged weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna hit.
I
He
have
is
my
making-
shield. I have my shield out, so it would be 18 right now.
Yeah, doesn't he get disadvantage on that?
Yep.
What if it was a magical item that negated the disadvantage of close range shooting?
Oh, but I already do that.
That would be weird, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, I guess I do that too.
And let the DM decide.
Yeah,
the
it's a
rules.
gun of sharpshooting.
So does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So.
Real quick, is this gun attached to its arm?
No, it's just in his arm.
Okay.
In his hand.
Okay, I got my next plane ready to go.
You're gonna chop its hand off.
No, I'm gonna try and disarm it, but
Oh.
it is something you can do. If I was a battle master, I'd get a superiority die on it. So
So, yes, as the bullet sort of like dings off your shoulder and bounces off into the wall, you take about 12 magical piercing damage.
12 damage.
Again, the more we fight, the more I'm like, man, Big is not combat based.
Yeah.
I need to it's been a while since I played a combat character.
And for its next attack, you see it's the amulet sort of flash on its chest as it like curls the other top arm into a bit of a fist, and then pointing towards you. This one will have disadvantage, but you see a magical burst of eldritch energy beginning to form in his palm.
Natural 1.
We'll see. Damn, you jinxed it. Well, let me roll severity real quick.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, natural 20.
That would mean nothing bad happens, and it just
Oh, yeah.
It's not high as bad anymore?
golf rules. The lower you get, the worse it is.
Okay, then
Plus
nat one.
D100. So 20. That's pretty bad. It was a natural 20. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
You only roll 1s and 20s. We know this. I've stated this 5,000 times.
Why do you think my bosses have bad things happen when you crit them?
You only roll 20s and 1s. So what happens?
So, as it
Can you get a little bit closer?
Oh, yeah. As you see it starting to build up magical energies, it seems to... You see the porcelain face blink slightly, with a bit of a chitinous clink. Wait a minute. This is mortal magic. And then you see the arm just like get blown back and twists into a horrid angle and just like dangle limply at his side as it's blown out of its sockets.
Why was I given the ability to feel pain?
Why was I programmed to feel fear?
Why do I want to live?
And with that, it is now your turn, Caleb.
You know, a part of me really doesn't want to shoot a thing made entirely of metal.
You're not going to accomplish much, but
No.
you do what you can.
But
wanna
here's something.
change songs after
But
that.
apparently, I do actually have Thunder Wave.
Ooh.
That
You can push something back, what is it, 10 feet? Is
Yeah.
it 10 or 15?
Yeah, but thunder will. It's very good
Probably
at
do
deleting
some damage.
golems.
Yeah, I know golems are weak, or they have disadvantage on the save against Shatter. I don't know about Thunderwave.
No. Shatter specifically talks about constructs and
Yeah,
stuff.
Shatter deletes constructs, but
Thunder sends unsecured objects flying.
Yeah, so
and it is extra effective against object life.
So since this
I
is
mean,
like
this
the
thing-
first spell I'm actually casting in like a while, you're gonna need to remind me how this works.
you roll it. You have to be within range, so you have to be within 15 feet, I think.
I think I
Most
am.
spells are.
And then it's a 15-foot cone.
It's a cube.
Oh, it's a Thunderwave?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
It-
Thunderwave was a cone.
No,
No.
you cast it on yourself and it's a cube. It's a force sweeps out from you, and each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw, which would include us if we were close enough.
Can you tell I've never had Thunderwave?
I have once.
Yeah, it is a 15-foot cube.
Also, audience, don't worry. I'm probably going to be playing a wizard sometime soon, so get ready for that.
Fun.
I would assume the golem is big enough that Caleb could go to one side and not hit me or Big.
Oh, yeah.
Also, everyone within 300 feet can hear that. So, do it. Absolutely do it. But,
Oh wait, shit, you're a construct. Are you weak to thunder?
Shatter. Shatter, I would have disadvantage on the save, but that's it. But,
Anyway, so what do I roll exactly?
nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, he makes
You
a
roll
con save.
It has
damage.
to beat your spell save.
Oh, okay.
It's 2d8 at level 1 and 1d8 for every level above that.
Oh.
So,
This is like on the coin golem, you said?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
And since it's made up mostly of gold, and gold is very,
It's a construct. Thunder is good.
yeah.
every time I see someone cast Thunder Wave, I always think of the clap from Assassination
See, that's what I was
Classroom.
thinking.
No, my thing is always Almighty Push from Naruto. I know it doesn't make a noise, but like that's the effect.
So that'll be 21 to hit save.
So now do I roll? Or
No, you
don't
have
check
a...
your
You
spell
roll the
save.
damage,
Yeah.
but it made the save so it doesn't get pushed, and it might take half damage.
Yeah, it either
True.
takes half damage or no damage.
No,
Which I will
it'll
say-
take damage. It won't be pushed.
what's the damage roll for Thunder Wave then?
2d8.
2d8, got you.
Plus the spellcasting modifier, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Which is
Or
what
your
for
spell
artificers?
attack bonus.
You're an intelligence caster.
So it would be your intelligence plus proficiency.
Again,
Okay.
can you tell it's been a minute since we've played D&D?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Can you tell this
Sorry,
is the first time
folks.
he's ever cast a damage spell?
Yeah, the only other spell Caleb's cast, I think, is jump.
Yeah, he casts Super Jump.
Just in case you're wondering how wrong I'm playing Artificer. Anyway, 9 plus int
9.
mod and proficiency?
Yes.
Okay, so 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 damage, you say?
Yeah.
And it does half, so it'd go to 12. Or does it round up?
15 would be
It'd be
would be
12.5. Or no.
15. It would
No,
be
it'd be
eight.
it would be
Be
8
set.
damage because it does
Rounds
round up.
Yeah, so it's 7.5 rounds up.
All spell damage rounds up.
Yeah. I think there is something that rounds down, but I can't remember what it is.
It would tell you.
Oh, yeah, as you try to shake off the rust, you know, in Artificer School, you were more interested in the bullets than the magical mind shenanigans. You just sort of, like, focus your energies and just cause, like, a big burst of sound, and you hear a thunderous applause sort of erupt from inside of the golem as it just and sort of, like, coughs up a bunch of a few, like, fancy-looking paintings, and you see, like, a dress hanging from his mouth.
Unfortunately for the golem, we all have thunder damage.
Oh, I don't.
I don't.
Oh,
I have lightning breath.
I have fire and force and light.
between those, probably force.
I mean, yeah, I'm just going to be Eldritch Blasting it.
Can you make it strawberry scented?
Can I say do not melt the golem? That would be a very bad thing. Anyway.
Yes, I was thinking about casting Scorching Ray on the gold.
No, cast
You
heat
got
metal
anything
on
else
the
there,
golem.
Caleb?
Throw
Sorry
a
about
rock
that.
at it.
Yeah, that pebble from before. No.
You big dummy. Ha ha ha, idiot.
I don't think I can do anything else, so. Yeah.
You can take a second and tap the ground with a 10-foot pole.
Excuse me, you would need to don that 10-foot pole.
Guys,
You don't have to have.
we're getting very close to time. I would very greatly appreciate we finish this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, move on.
So, as it is now the coin golem's turn, you see her like, hey, he like raises a hand very vaguely. You guys hurt Glam. It's not nice. You see him like clench his fists in a big ball of anger, and then all of a sudden you see all the coins like shoot out around you. So, I need everyone to make me a dex save real quick.
That's great.
Oh, that's not a good one.
That's okay.
Damn, that was nearly a non-nat 20. 19.
11.
10.
14.
Not last.
I see. So, Caleb, this will be hard for you. Everyone else, out of mild curiosity, no real reason, what would you say is the most valuable thing you have on your person?
Most valuable.
Including, like, weapons and such, out of
My
curiosity.
staff.
Oh
Like
shit!
in terms of monetary value or personal value?
Like monetary value.
Probably. It would either be the Eye of the Star Elf that I've literally never used, or the my scimitar. Probably.
We'll say scimitar.
Himself.
That's not at. He doesn't have that on him. He left that at Caleb's shop.
Say, Rallis, how much would your heart go on the black market?
Yeah, I mean, you are an object, so.
Probably either both my pistols.
Say, you're
You want to know You want to know what the funny thing is?
Oh?
It's probably his cloak that he's wearing. Because everything else is just a part of him.
Yeah, he is,
Say, aren't your eyes gemstones?
I guess probably the most expensive thing would either be my pistols or the amulet of the drunkard.
Good to know, but you're safe from this effect.
Oh, thank God.
I guess something in the explorer's pack,
I'll
really.
be that guy, but I don't think I can cast spells
But-
without my druidic focus.
What is your
Rallis
focus?
has
Your
gold
staff?
on him.
Huh?
Your staff is your focus, right?
Yeah, my old staff and my new staff, they are my focus.
Well,
If you want to say a weapon,
Druids have to have a focus.
I do have a
you could
light
take an action to get your
crossbow,
old
but
staff out.
Rallis probably wouldn't have brought that with him. We can just say that.
Alright.
Yeah, you were designed against this effect.
Yeah, I don't bring stuff that isn't part of his body. That's the thing.
No, but this is a cool idea for the golem, Timmy.
Yeah.
I specifically designed Rallis to not have to carry shit.
Yeah. You can't be disarmed. Because you can't be disarmed of natural weapons.
But the pretty glass in your eyes can get ripped out.
Yeah. Well, you could argue that, you know, since he has an organic heart and brain or whatever, that he's wearing his exoskeleton. Or that he's wearing his body.
So, those of you who failed to save, you will take 39 bludgeoning damage.
I was at 41 health.
Oh dear.
You say
I-
39?
Yes.
I am at 2 health. Yep.
I have been dropped to 22.
That was a little under half my health.
It was
And you would take Caleb.
for half.
Yeah, you would take 19 damage, Caleb.
ouch. But still.
In addition, as the
Wait, that was... no, you aren't high enough level for that.
Yeah. In addition, as you feel the coins whirling around you, you feel them grab things from you. Vane, they grab your sword. The big, I'm sorry to say, they grab your staff. And Rallis, you...
Again, the most valuable thing in his inventory is a crossbow. Or his gold.
We'll say crossbow then. Actually, we'll just say your cloak. Just because I know it has more value to you.
Yeah, it has more value to Rallis than a crossbow does.
And, yeah, as the coins sort of swirl around the mannequin, you see the cape drape around his shoulders, making him look 50% more badass.
Oh yeah.
One of his hands reaches out to grab the staff, the other one reaches out to grab the sword, and with its three remaining arms, you see it get into a combat pose. Hurrah! With that, you see the golem slowly beginning to form itself back up to one side, slowly sort of like beginning to claw itself back together as the coins like roll across the floor and everything. With that, it is now your turn, Bane.
Alright. I will go ahead and fire my Eldritch Blast. We'll fire 2 bolts at it. So the first one is a 14, second is a... So a 14 and an 18.
14 and 18?
And this is at the gold golem.
Fair. I will say, currently you do have advantage on that against him.
Okay, so let me redouble. So re-rolling the 14.
They flanking?
No, he's pretty much prone right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that the 14 is now a 25. Oh, Jesus. The 18 is also a 25. So they're both 25.
Yeah, those will both hit.
Alright, so let me get my D8 or D10? D10. Yes. Alright. So the first one will deal 7. First one will deal 22 damage. Force damage. And then the second one will deal 19 force damage.
So that was...
So that is 22 on the first hit. And then it was 19 on the second. So that's...
41?
Yeah, 41.
Huh. Yeah, you sort of aim your hand towards the reassembling mass and see two very large holes just sort of like punch through the coins as you see it begin to wobble slightly as the magical energies holding it together are destabilized. Ow!
Good job there.
And with that, we're going back up the list to Big.
Yeah, so I can cast Entangle because it is a verbal spell.
Uh-huh.
Don't know what I say for it. Since I can speak to leaves, I'm asking the leaves to come up and vines to come up and entangle this creature. And because they're not assholes.
Roll me your persuasion. No.
Mhm.
And are you entailing the golem?
Yeah, the gold golem.
Yeah. Yeah, is there a save or anything for it?
Yeah, it's got to beat my spell save.
What size creature is it?
It is a large creature.
I believe it gets advantage then with Entangle. I think large and above get advantage.
I can check.
Yeah, you check
It
that.
also just has disadvantage on everything right now.
Okay.
So
So it would neutral out.
Nope, there's nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't say
in
anything.
size.
Really?
Nope.
It doesn't say
It covers a 20-foot square.
Yeah, for grappling, I mean, it would, and it does
Yeah, for
grapple, but
grappling.
it's weird.
Well,
And then it must make a
you're
strength
large,
saving
right?
throw.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have advantage if you tried to grapple it. It would be neutral because
Yeah.
you're the same size category.
Yeah.
So that'll be 16.
If I remember correctly, your spell save is lower than that.
Let me see.
But I'll be honest.
I know mine is a 16.
I know John was
Mine is
14.
8 plus proficiency bonus, so
Plus
8 plus
your-
3 is 11,
Plus your spellcasting modifier.
which is plus 4, so 15.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it beats it by 1 then.
Yeah.
But it's now in difficult terrain, as though that matters.
You say that, but actually, it means that it'll be harder for it to get back into its true form now.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you try to entangle the creature, you see the vine just sort of slide right through between all the coins, making up. He's like, "Hey, stop that!" And then you just see as the vines form on the ground around it, all the coins rolling towards them are just slowing down as though they've been bogged down a good bit.
Okay.
Hey, I was using those. Hey.
Alright, now it would be Ralph's turn.
Yep. If you're done with things.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah, I believe that'd be your turn, Rallis.
Okay. Well, to start, that last attack actually messed up Morales. So where?
Oh, wait, I was at 2 health. Can I take a health potion?
Oh, sure.
I had one on me.
Oh, yeah,
And
sure.
what are they?
It depends on what health potion you have. But
one-
the standard
he has
one
one
we've
that-
been getting is 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, he has one that I gave to him, which apparently for me, for some reason, says 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, it might be +2.
No, I took that one.
Oh, it is +2.
No, I already took that one. I had one on me.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching another campaign where theirs are 2d4 +4, so.
That took me from 2 to 12.
Why am I rolling a d4
Oh,
for
good.
my d10 ability?
Alright, yeah, here we go.
I'm just going to go ahead and heal. How much is that? Pretty good, so that's +7, so that's 15 hit points back.
I actually do like the idea of that being how big casts like Entangle is, like asking the plants.
So, how messed up does this thing look? Not very, or?
Not very at all.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against it.
Physical damage don't do a lot.
That is going to be 21.
Okay.
That is going to be 17 damage. Make another attack. That is going to be 19.
That'll hit.
That is going to be 18 damage.
All right.
Then I'm going to have my Echo make an attack against it with the Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
18.
That'll hit.
That's not great damage. Let's see if I can get better. Same damage, so that is going to be 14 damage.
All right.
Is it still looking pretty good?
How much damage was that total?
That would have been 17, 18, and 14. So,
35 and 14, so 49.
yeah, 49 damage.
Oh.
I was wanting to save that, but I have more uses of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And,
not use any spell slot.
I've used 2.
You see a few more cracks
I only
appear
have
in,
two.
in its like whole area, but it still seems in pretty good shape.
Pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Action Surge.
Okay.
Make 2 more attacks. That is probably going to miss at 10. And 18. 20 more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, some classes are really designed for combat more than others.
Yeah, as you just sort of like rush forward as the coins fall around you, you just follow up again on your attacks against the mannequin with a good flurry of blows. You get your Echo make many more small cracks on its chassis, and it steps back a little bit, but it still seems mostly unfazed.
Okay, how close are the golem and the mannequin to each other?
Not very close at all.
Like, roughly how many feet?
About 30 feet apart.
Cool. I'm going to step in a way where I can, next turn, use my lightning breath on both of them.
All right.
Because that is that range.
Okay.
So, yeah. The mannequin's turn, I believe, is next then?
Yes. And it is going to continue your friendly duel. So, it is going to take a shot of you with his pistol. That'll be a 19.
That hits. Barely, but it hits.
Yeah, I really got to get my spell save.
I used so many abilities I did not want to use for that, but I really don't want this thing dropping us much further.
So that'll be 15 piercing damage.
Okay, that
I
drops us
used the
back to
spell
where I
slot
was.
to imbue my staff with thunder damage. That lasts for an hour. And then I was disarmed from my staff.
And really quick, Vane and Big, what was the damage on the weapons it took from you?
The sword is, I think it's 1d6. Let me see. Yeah,
because
A
yours
sword
just
would
got
be
danger sense.
yeah, it's
slashing normally.
1d6.
It's a scimitar.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a scimitar.
Yeah.
Ah,
And the staff is, the quarterstaff is a d8
gotcha.
if you use a physical weapon.
Gotcha. So, That'll be a 19 and a 15.
Both those to hit.
Both of those hit?
The 19 hits. The other one does not.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, the other one wouldn't hit without my shield.
Gotcha.
So,
So, yes. As you raise your shield to sort of deflect the scimitar, you hit the quarterstaff that Big usually uses, sort of whacks you right on top of the head.
I'm not gonna say that wasn't like somewhat cathartic.
Also, does it keep the thunder damage thing?
No, as long as I maintain concentration, the staff is imbued with it.
and
But
you
I'm
would have
gonna
had
not-
to.
Yeah.
Well, you would have had to roll when he took damage to maintain.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
So.
have anyway.
And that'll be 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And, it gets a good flurry of blows against you right back, but, how are you? How are you feeling about fighting this thing, this other construct, out of curiosity?
The big one or the mannequin?
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you... You know what, my brain just paused. I'm not sure where I was going with that. Never mind.
Does Rallis feel confident?
I'm sure.
Rallis is doing what needs to be done,
Okay.
as far as he's concerned.
Caleb, it is now your turn.
So the golem possesses you. You shoot, Pain.
Oh yay, another one.
Would Vane be surprised?
No.
So can I thunder wave it again?
Sure.
You have another spell slot for it?
Considering he never uses them, probably.
I'd say he's got a couple saved up.
Yeah, so I guess we'll thunder wave again.
Alright.
Yeah, something tells me slashing and bludgeoning damage are severely weakened against them.
You don't roll anything.
Oh, I thought I did.
It's just your spell save.
Oh.
You roll damage.
That's
Sorry,
what I
you
was
don't-
doing.
Yeah, you don't
So
roll
is
anything.
14 make it? The save?
It's
What's your save?
8 plus proficiency, which is 11 for you.
Plus
whatever
your
your
Spellcasting
intelligence
stat is,
mod.
yeah.
What's your intelligence stat?
Oh, 16 with a plus 3 modifier.
So it
11
would be
plus
14.
So
It would match.
Matches.
Which
Attacker,
yeah, makes the
defender.
save then. So
Okay.
half damage.
So defender.
So do I now roll for damage or?
Yeah, roll damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
2d8 plus your mod.
Oh, right. I gotta learn this in order to play wizard. So I
That's
mean,
what, 2d8 plus 7?
Yeah, his mod would be if his intelligence is plus 3.
Again, if we screw stuff up, homebrew. Also, it's our
2d8
campaign. It's supposed to be fun.
2d8 plus 7. Okay, so that's a 13.
Ah.
And then that gets halved, I think.
Alright.
So 7.
Oh, yeah, you sort of, take aim towards it again and just send out another burst of thunderous energy. And you see it sort of, expand a bit, then, shrink back down. Ow!
Why are they designed to feel fear and pain?
But it is now his turn, and he, you see the golem, try to bring in all the coins back to itself. But, unfortunately, due to difficult terrain, while it gets back from, dwarf height back to, normal human height, it's still looking rather noodly and weak at the moment. Oh, my coins!
Doesn't it have to make another save? It's been so long since I've had Tangledwood. Doesn't it have to do something at the start of its turn if it starts in there?
I don't think so. I think it's just the one.
Let me double check.
I know there are some that do and some that don't.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's just if it starts its turn entangled, it can roll to break free.
okay.
Yeah. On success, it frees itself, and then that's it.
It's been so long since I played a spellcaster.
No, that's. Yeah, that'll be his move. It is now your turn, Vane.
Alright. Vane will once again Eldritch Blast. Firing 2 beams. So that's a 16. And does it still
Yeah, you
advantage?
still have advantage.
So 16. Alright, so that one's a 26. So 26 and an 18. Do they both hit?
Those will both hit.
All right. So D10. So 8, 6, 16.
Also, I have 3 first level spell slots at level 4 Artificer.
So you have one more.
Yeah.
No level 2? No level 2 spell slots at level 4, or?
Not until I hit level 5.
Yeah, okay.
At that point, I get 2 level 2 and then 4th first levels.
So that's 21 on the first one. And
Okay, so as long as I have a thing helping me, this isn't so bad.
and then 19 on the second one, so that's a grand total of 40. That's force damage.
So, how would you like to do this?
Finally, I get to kill something. Jesus Christ, it's been how many sessions?
As your
I don't
Eldritch
get to-
Blast comes in, you see Big step in front of it and stab this thing to death.
And I don't, and I'm not going to be able to take the kill.
You act like Bill and Big steals kills.
He does. He's stolen every one of my kills. Both of you two. This is my first one in the entire game against anything relevant. But
I was finally gonna wild shape next turn.
This is the third duel Rallis has been in.
this is the first time I get to use Dark One's Blessing. Oh,
But, yeah, no, now that this thing's dead, you guys can help out Rallis.
yes. But yeah, so the 2 Eldritch Bolts are just going to shoot forward and basically go through its gemstone eyes, and those basically refract it, and it just starts shooting out through all of its pieces, and just sort of like start exploding the thing from the inside, before it's feeling like, oh, and its head just sort of explodes, and it finally just into a pile of coins.
You hear
does
from the
it-
peanut gallery, oh
Does
great,
it-
Vane
is it
has
intelligent
tasted
enough
blood
to fear
now.
death?
What was that?
Is it intelligent and like sapient enough to fear death?
We're gonna find out. Yay!
Also, I gained 10 temporary hit points.
Huzzah!
I'm now at 32 for now.
Oh, so that's why it was important that you got those kills.
Yes!
Wait, what happens?
I get 10 temporary hit points anytime
Oh,
I bring a
nice.
creature to 0 hit points.
So we've effectively denied him like, what, 30 hit points?
I have spent so much money on health potions. You know how expensive medical care is in this country?
So,
This is literally the reason why you play a Pact of the Fiend.
that your turn then?
Yeah.
So yeah, as you send forth a beam of your eldritch energy, you see it go into the creature's mouth, and it seems to pause as it like snaps its mouth shut. Then you see shining as the beam of light bounces off all the reflective coins inside. It was like, oh, I don't feel good. And then he bursts into a loud shower of coins, and you see a small, dull, throbbing core just like land sort of near the mannequin. You actually see the mannequin like pause and like look down, like glitter, glitter, and then like you see him just like throw all of his weapons aside and like pick it up. Speak to me.
He runs over to grab it.
It's dark.
It landed next to him. And yeah, as the little core just like flares up a little bit, then slowly just dims down and reduces to just like a normal, quiet thing.
And as it does like the life force energy, and it just starts flowing into Vane.
Yeah. And as he's crying over his friend, you see Rallis' echo come up and just shove him to the ground.
Oh my god. Can't
And then-
even mourn.
And you just see the thing just fall to his knees as it just like, no! And you hear it making a crying sound, though it can make no tears. Combat has ended.
Oh, the misery.
Also, fun fact, if that thing did have a soul, it immediately went straight to hell and went to Terznon's realm, so that's great.
Oh, wow.
So this thing is incapacitated then?
It
is no longer
a threat.
fighting.
Yeah.
Let's resolve this before we end then, I guess. We'll go to that.
So, Yeah.
So Vane is going to walk up to the mannequin and just sort of like hold his hand out straight to it and have it start flickering with eldritch energy. Basically like point blank to the back of its head. About ready to fire.
And then I shoot it to take the kill.
Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily need to end it.
This is how long you have.
Quick, grab all the damn gold.
Yeah, do we have to kill it, guys?
Rouse is very confused.
It can mourn. It is intelligent. I'm gonna vote to not Eldritch Blast it. Anyone else?
Oh,
If it's dead, it won't care.
yeah,
it's-
this is better.
It's alive.
Right. So we kill it. Put it out of its misery. What an awful thing to create.
We don't need this thing stabbing us in the back as we walk up the stairs.
I don't think it's a threat anymore. Can I don't know.
Right now it's 2-1, and Rouse is just kind of. He's leaning more towards killing.
And I fire.
Yeah.
So I will fire the 2 eldritch bolts directly into the back of its head.
Okay, roll damage.
Right. So that is 16. And that is 17. So that's 35?
And yeah, you see the blast take out 2 good chunks of its head, one just scraping across the top of its head, one going through to break out one of its eyes, and it just slumps forward. Combat has ended.
And with that, Vane will just sort of walk past anyone else who's in the way and just reach down to grab the pendant.
I guess Rouse will walk over and grab the cape, very
So it's-
respectfully.
It's dead.
It is no longer moving.
Ooh, pearl gun.
And if it had a soul, it is now sent straight to hell as well. And my 10 temporary hit points are restored to 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, it doesn't stack.
No, temporary hit points just replaced with whatever the higher
God,
number is.
if it did stack, I think he'd be even more pissed.
Yeah, he would. At that point, you'd
I
be
think
what,
he
like a
would've actually
perpetual
tried to
berserker.
kill
or
us.
Then your
something?
shooting wouldn't have killed me. Even though it disappears after like a short rest or something.
Probably could have even tanked
Do
stabbing
I
yourself
feel
in the
anything
stomach.
coming from the golem?
No.
All right. I'm gonna collect the core of the other one, I guess,
Alright.
of the coin golem.
You get the Glitter's core.
'Cause as an artificer, I can make golems, and whether or not I can bring it back or whatever, I can still, if it's a large gemstone, just use it to make a new one.
I guess I'll retrieve my cloak and the cape. What's it called? Just so I have it written down.
It is the Cape of Wings.
I swear to God, I literally just wrote down the bracelet as Pearl Bracelet of Gun.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right, and then for my pendant, what do I need to put down?
Oh yeah, just a second. So for your Cape of Wings,
Are we still recording, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
it requires attunement. Well, when wearing it, you take half the fall damage you would usually normally take. At 10th level, you gain a fly speed of 30 feet, but you cannot go higher than 10 feet off the ground. At 15th level, the flight speed loses this restriction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I mean, my plan for getting Rouse to fly was to have Caleb build him wings, so just go full on into
I mean,
it.
even
but-
just losing or just taking half fall damage is pretty good.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
Is the other golem's core exposed, or?
No. So, for your pendant, real quick, we have the Pendant of Homage. Requires attunement. You gain the Eyes of the Runekeeper invocation, as well as another invocation of your choice, even if you would
Holy.
normally not be able to learn it.
Holy mother of Jesus.
Maybe you can raise this to 2 additional invocations at 10th level, and 3 at 15th level.
I mean, Mother of Terzanon.
No, Jesus has just entered the realm, apparently.
What's that fly speed again?
30 feet.
What does the Pearl Bracelet do exactly? everything?
Ah, that would be the Pearled Pistol. Requires attunement. It can be transformed into a gun as a bonus action. Deals 2d8 plus dex plus 2 magical piercing damage. Bullets fired from this gun are considered silvered. Do not suffer disadvantage from close range combat.
Oh, damn.
Do we want to take a short rest just to heal up? And I guess attune to our items?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm going to just go ahead and heal, which...
Yeah. Were you getting anything?
Yeah, I'll retrieve the earring.
Ah,
No, we're just gonna...
We got a
We're just gonna
minute.
take a short rest and heal back up so we don't have to do it next time.
so the earring is the Antaic Piercing. Creature who wields this item gains Termescence of 30, headed out to 30 feet. As long as their feet are touching the ground, they gain advantage on checks against being pushed from their spot, and on nature checks to identify plants.
Trimmer sense of 30 feet, and what was the rest?
As long as their feet are touching the ground, they gain advantage on checks against being pushed from their spot, and on nature checks to identify plants.
Okay.
And with that, as our dear adventurers begin to rest and recuperate, I believe we shall leave today's session there.